Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Benoit, Conflict of Sports. We back at y'all.
War was up as your boy Baker, conflict of sports.
This ain't the boot, this Eazyana. Yeah.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
No, sports world, man. Got some things going on in the sports world. Since the last time you know, we clicked up.
A lot of stuff happening in the sports world. The play-in tournament, the playoffs, trade rumors in the NFL, boxing matches coming up. Oh
McDonald's
man, all
all
kind of stuff. A McDonald's high squad American game or weekend you can see for them.
We should get started for that. We can get
y'all want to do it?
That
so let's start with the high school. That's fire. So what y'all got on that? What was y'all take on the whole high school performance and everything?
I didn't know a lot of them. There was a lot of names there's a lot of names I didn't know. But as for the game, I'm gonna go to the Jam Fest. The girls, they had some shooters. They definitely had some shooters out there for the girls. The 3-point contest. They was shooting, man. They were shooting the guys. The dunk contest, they were missing a lot of their dunks, but they the youngsters, they gonna get it,
Man, on a big stage like that, dog.
But I'm not gonna lie though, man. Bronny, some of the ones Bronny missed, if he'd have got him on the first one, he probably could have won the dunk contest.
Yeah, I can see. I can agree with you on that, but I still look at it because I had to remind myself that that's just kids at the end of the day. Because I was looking at it and I was like, damn, but they trying some shit that I wasn't trying in high school. So I had to give them the okay just off of them to even be for them to be trying that. Cool, but you know who I think should have won was that big tall lanky Caucasian dude. When his first dunk, that boy threw it on the ground, caught it with his hand, and came around. Hey, he fucked me up with that one. I was not expecting that dunk. He just ran. He just said, boom, wham. I said, oh my God. I said, okay, you can stop it. I don't want to see nobody else because at the end of the day, they got some pros that don't even do that dunk. And if that dunk there would have been done like by Zach or somebody, they would have lost their mind in the arena. So for him to even do that dunk or that type of dunk, just that alone, I was like, man, this dude here. In my mind, I was like, ain't nobody beat this dude. If he's doing dunks like that for the first dunk. But I mean, I think you can tell when it was kids, once somebody jumped over somebody, everybody wanted to jump over somebody. That's how that went. I think once the one jump over, everybody was like, oh no, hey, you come over, let me jump over you. Then the dude said, look, you in a wheelchair. You come over here, let me dunk on you. Like they was just dunking over people at that point, but I enjoyed it though.
And I enjoyed it. It was good to see, a few sons of, former NBA players and, NBA players now, Patience Stoyakovic's son, of course, Bronny, DJ Wagner, DeJuan Wagner, Wagner, and Carlos Boozer got a son that played also, and Carlos.
I didn't even know his son last name was Boozer on the team. Oh, he got the mama last name.
I don't know,
because I didn't even catch that.
So and Carlos Boozer, LeBron, and DeJuan Wagner all played on the Cavs in 2003, 2004.
That's fine.
So it's good seeing some of the kids of players following in the footsteps. And Patience Stoyakovic's son gonna be just like his daddy, a shooter. He's gonna be a shooter like his daddy. And speaking of shooting, we kind of talked about it, in the group chat. Bronny definitely, his shooting is definitely above where Bron's shooting was at that, at that age, at that point in his basketball, career, starting off in around high school. So, Bronny definitely, his shooting will definitely continue to get better.
Right. No,
let me go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, that's kind of what the lead is right now, like the NBA. And for as okay, of course, like that's his dad. Like you know what I'm saying? I mean, if from what I see and what I think, like I would think like Ronnie like Curry, or he watched Curry, or he watched KD. You know what I'm saying? These are people like these are who he's a fan of outside of his dad. You know what I'm saying? And both of them are great shooters. And I mean, now his dad, further in his career, yeah, has gotten better as shooter. But like you say, in the early stage of his career, Ronnie is a better shooter, and of course he has room to grow. So I like Ronnie. Like he just don't have his daddy's size as like that big grown,
and I think he's 6'3" right now. But he might grow. I give him maybe he might grow 2 more inches.
I'm about to say I give him because sometimes them children they have a growth spurt like right at like 19, 18, 19. Like it'll be the last like, and I think he's gonna touch 6'6". I give him 6'6", but that's my max out. That's maxing out, and that's giving an inch off of what you said. So we around the same thing.
And if Bryce 6'5" right now, so
but Bryce a link is 6'5".
Bryce
like KD. He like KD.
Yeah, he a link is 6'5".
Bryce might get to about his daddy's size. He might get to like 6'8", 6'9", all 6. Who knows? He might.
You never know because with all the exercising and the protein they putting in that LeBron didn't have access to when he was a kid. That you got to think about the nutritions and all of treatments and stuff that they getting that his dad didn't have access to. He was coming straight out the hood, so all his stuff was straight off the shelf. They having professional training, professional diets, so they gonna max out on whatever their body can max out on. They gonna get it maxed out because they got the right stuff.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see. Who he who he commits to, where he decides to go. So
look, before we get into the commit though, I do want to say I like the fact I see what they did with the strategy. Like if you look at the game, and this is not to take away from those kids because everybody got room to grow because they still growing. They haven't even tapped into their prime or anything yet. But you can tell for that game, everybody except for Bronny was trying to prove themselves on the national stage when Bronny did it in a way to showcase what people said he couldn't do. Because a lot of times they were saying he could not shoot. All the shots I want to say came from 3-point, right?
They go 5 from 5.
Yeah, so he showed
5 from 8. 5 from 8.
So he displayed.
No, but I'm saying he 5 from 5 from 3. Right?
No, from 3. He 100% from 3. I want to see.
I think, yeah.
No, all his shots came from 3.
Oh, so he shot 8 3-pointers and he made 5.
Yeah, all his shots came from 3.
Okay, so I say that though, but you look at it like he's demonstrating like if y'all put me in a pick and roll situation, if you pass the ball to me, I can shoot a 3-pointer contested or not. Because he shot some shit that was in his face to where no matter what you did, you had to block it for it not to go in. And that's a good sign right there. A confident shooter at that age. But those girls too, let's not forget about that. We're not talking about them girls. Man, they got some shooters, man. Them girls were shooting. That 3-point contest for them girls, man, I don't know her name, but the person that won it, she went off, dog. She went off. She went off like she didn't. She went back. They had that one chick missed the money ball, went back, shot the money ball, and then went back to the rack and hit the rest of the money balls. And I'm like, God damn. Like she forgot a ball on there, went to the next rack, shot it, and missed it. And it was like, you missed the ball. She went back, shot that ball, made it, and then made the rest of them.
Yeah, and I enjoyed watching that, man, because I can't say the last time I actually had sat down and because I always miss it when it's around that time. It's like I always miss it when it's on. So that was my first time really watching, the McDonald's All-American events in like years.
Yeah, me too. I can tell you now, the last one I watched was with LeBron on some real shit. And I don't even think it was the game. I think I caught the highlights. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even think I watched the game. I caught the shit on ESPN.
Yeah.
Right. I ain't even catch all of them. I just caught the highlights of this one, man.
Yeah. But it was good to see, the coaches actually have them playing basketball and not just run and gun.
But they had some players that was running gun though. Some of them showed that that's all they got, and they had some big. But listen, they had some good commits in there too, though. There are a lot of people that's gonna be nice in college. Like that's the thing. That's the thing. But overall, like I give them an A. I give them an A on the event for them children. I give it an A. The stars was out, of course.
Man,
the kids showed out. Like it was nice, and it was in Houston. That fucked me up.
Yeah, it got interesting in that second half, man. The East squad look.
They came through.
DJ Wagner, DeJuan Wagner's son. He came in the clutch. All his points came in the second half.
Yeah, sure did.
His points came in the second half. So yeah, man, that was a good game, man. I enjoyed watching that.
So on to that commit though. What y'all think about LeBron's son? Because I mean, at the end of the day, everybody that played was committed to college, but he was the only person that wasn't committed to nothing that played.
Well, we know that. We know that that's not going to be something that the public gonna get access to easy. That's going to be special. We know
that's what I'm saying. It's going to be like one of those decisions where when it drop, it's going to run on ESPN more than the fucking basketball game.
Yeah, because we gotta think like, okay, people change their minds over time after you get closer and closer to the time. So we don't, we don't know. Like we heard that, he's going to college, but who's to say they flip it and say, okay, he declared for the draft?
Yeah,
and skip out college and just, take his career to a whole nother level.
What's up, world? It's your girl Smiley Love of Smiley Crafts and Things. And basically, I make handmade crafts with resin and epoxy. And I also resell jewelry as well. So follow my Instagram. It's smileycrafts.things, THANGS. And by using FOH podcast, when you DM me, I will take off 15% off your purchase. Thank you.
I mean, either way, this year they're talking about,
or even go to the G League,
or even go to the G League. But also too, I mean, he can. But a caliber player of Bronny, I mean, look at it. Look already like his. I mean, if you gonna go to the G League, go to the NBA. That's how.
No, I don't see no G League. I can't. I think the G League will hurt him more than it would be.
Yeah,
he might as well go to college.
Yeah. If he gonna go to G League, go to college. And then go to the NBA. If you're going to go to the G League, if you're going to go to the G League, go to college. And then go to the league. Like, don't go to the G League. That's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a big decision. It's going to be a big decision, man. And honestly, like I said, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. I mean,
I know.
I wish Mikey would have been out there too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wish Mikey would have been out there.
But I think, Mikey Williams on a, he on a different level, so, yeah. But we're going to see him at Memphis,
I can't wait to see that. Yeah, I can't wait to see him over there, dog. Like,
and look, and what's crazy too, to circle back to Bronny, they didn't upgraded his rating to a 5-star recruit. No.
I just told you they say he top 10. He top 10 in the draft.
Yeah. He ain't gonna go number 1, but he definitely gonna be top 10 for sure.
But what's the biggest thing that helped him get that 5-star? And I read a lot of comments and stuff on it, and a lot of people don't talk about it. But the biggest thing that's really that coaches are paying attention to is his defense.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of coaches are are paying attention to his defense. And I was trying to explain. Me and a coworker was discussing this the other day. You know, and I'm like, no, man, Bronny. He's talking about when Bronny, whenever Bronny gets to the league, he needs to be a 30-point guy. And I'm like, no, he don't. No, he don't. All Bronny need to do is play his game.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, watching the game, listening to the commentators, and they were saying exactly what I was telling my coworker about, what these kids need to do. And he said the coaches want to see what you're good at. Don't try to play like something you're not. We want to see what you're good at. Yeah, you can work on your game, in the off season, to improve. But right now, we want to see what you're good at.
See, that boy got a nigga, his NIL, dog, he was
7.2.
7.2 mil, man, the highest. He's just in high school.
That's what I'm saying. 7.2. So that's the thing though. Like I'm 7.2. I feel like with the NIL deals, it can go any way, bro, because it's not like he going to college to be a top pick, because the money, he got the best bit. To be honest with you, he got, if not the best agency around him that's gonna get him the max dollar in places people not gonna look at. So it's never gonna be the money. So even if he come in on a rookie contract, he gonna make more than the average rookie once he get the rookie contract. Like your dad got a lifetime Nike deal. For sure, he gonna either sign with Nike. If not, if he don't sign with Nike, that means that another company offered him more than what Nike gonna give him, and Nike not gonna let that go away because that's more money for Nike. So Nike not gonna let nobody outbid them for the person that pretty much kind of carrying Nike right now, the son. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know what I want, bro. Me personally, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. For me, I would want to see him go to college. And I don't say a one and done. I want him to go to college so that he can understand the game on a faster level after high school than to just be thrown in there. Because as far as his whole around game, he's not better than his dad all around. And I say that with the way LeBron came into the league, he can't come in the league like that right now, because I can tell you what could potentially happen. You'll have somebody next year like a Pat Bell at his neck because that's your dad. Or you'll have somebody like a Brooks at your neck. Like, he got to be prepared for shit like that. So why not go through the college route and get the fast pace tag on you and then go to the league?
Yeah,
because they got some defenders out there that put that on his ass.
But the one thing we can't do, and we gotta try to not do that, is compare too much, because at the same we gotta remember Brian came. Brian was 6'8". Brian was.
That's what I'm saying.
He was already 6'8" coming out of high school.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At the most right now, Bronny game right now, he'd be a good point guard, shooting guard.
Yeah.
Like that's his area right there. A good 1 or 2.
I want to see him go to college too. Join and one of the guys that he played with, in the All-American game, he trying to recruit Bronny to go to USC with him.
Yeah, to USC. Yeah. And I think that's most of what happened if he go to college. It's gonna be California. Because I think his 3 schools is Oregon, USC, and whatchamacallit?
Ohio State.
Ohio. That's the 3. But I can see USC, because think about it. From a business perspective, USC will make more sense for him, because he's gonna be in the midst of everything. Your daddy played for the Lakers. You're still gonna be around the house. Like, USC is the ideal place for him if he's gonna go to college, because let's keep it real. You in the land of the money. You go to college in California, your daddy played for the Lakers, your agency out there, your family out there, your brother go to high school out there, which I think he changed it. I think Bryce changing schools, matter of fact. I think.
Will. Yeah, he will.
Now, I think they just did that so they can play on the team together one time, but I think he actually moving to another school. But
No, Brian
I mean,
is a senior. No, Brian is a senior. This was it.
I'm saying Bryce moved to that. They did that so that they could play together. They played together in high school. They played a game together.
I don't think Bryce. No, Bryce wasn't on. Bryce didn't play.
Man, the boys played. Man, they played in the game together.
Bryce did play with Brian. They did play. Oh no, that was the AAU.
Yeah, that was the AAU.
That was the AAU all right. Well, that was the only one AAU team in California they played together. So he probably, I know he went to another school, but they did play together in a game.
Yeah, but yeah.
And he ain't gonna be able to do that next year. He ain't gonna be able to play no AAU game with his brother if he on a college team. That don't fly like that. But
no.
Like I said, though, at the end of the day, I just hope that he go to college. But if he don't go to college and he get top 10, I hope he show out like he's supposed to. But like even Schmitz, though, like I was saying, though, I would hate for him to come in the league, straight to the league, and he'll be a target. And you got people like Pat Bev on his ass, Brooks on his ass. Like those type of players look for shit like that to try to gain off of or whatever. But
he not though. But Brian wouldn't let him do that though, because right now he don't have that, he don't have the NBA ready size yet. You know what I'm saying? He's not. So Brian wouldn't let him do that. But to the NBA, few games left, 4-5 games left, man. The play-in pushes, the play-in playoff push is real. It's real tight in the West for from 5 to 11. It's real tight, man. All these games count. These games really, really count.
Hey, shout out. No, fuck that. Shout out to them Lakers winning 4 out of their 5 last games.
Yeah,
a lot of people. LeBron back. The chemistry not there. The boys won 4 of the last 5 with my man. I was all right. That's just going though. But what y'all saying? The Pelicans what?
Zion's still not back on the court yet.
Yeah, that's a hurt. That's hurting them. That's definitely hurting.
Pels could use you, man.
Yeah, but if he hurt, Cole. If he hurt, he hurt. If they didn't put that man in the game in the hopes of making the playoffs, knowing that they need him to make the playoffs, he got to be hurt.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't get that tattoo. He wouldn't get that tattoo, Mount Zion. Well, he gonna have to turn into Mount Zion.
What do you win get?
He wouldn't get a tattoo on his back, Mount Zion.
Mamba Zion?
Mount Zion.
I know you say Mamba Zion. I said, man, now he cutting up.
No.
So I'm looking at the injury, and I mean he was cleared. He was cleared for on-court activities, and then he's gonna be reevaluated in 2 weeks. This was March 22nd, so that was last Wednesday. So the next Wednesday is 2 weeks. And then the playoffs start. I mean, the play-in and the play-in is that's the following week. So hopefully, them 2 weeks he get reevaluated and he clear the play now. And and I mean, even if he don't come back like full with a lot of minutes, come out and just help give that push. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean,
like, bro, like, man, people want to see you on the court, man. We want to see him on the court. In a playoff atmosphere. See if he can live up to the pressure. You know what I'm saying? In the big spotlight of the playoffs. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. But like I said before, he just got this thing going on, man, where it's kind of tough, for the first few years of his NBA career. He pretty much really, you can say he pretty much only played close to one full season. You know, so something got to change. Either maybe he need to drop down some more. Drop a few more pounds. That way, especially with his jumping ability and this and that, what I'm saying, there's not too much, on his legs. Big dude like that, what I'm saying, getting up like that, that might be the cause of, him being injured so much, But we definitely want to see him on the court, because as of right now, the man is pretty much at, and I saw a post a few weeks ago, at least maybe a few weeks ago, he pretty much averaging, only playing 28 games a season.
Damn.
That ain't, what I'm saying, that ain't, that's not a good look,
But one thing I can say though, to be honest with you, that sound bad. I'm not gonna say it sound bad or it is bad or whatever the case may be. When he come in, he not giving no gloves from no flop. Like it's always the potential showing there. So it's not like he's hurt and then he come back and you don't see nothing. He get hurt. He come back and it's like, damn, he back. Then he get hurt and he like, fuck. Then he come back, damn, he back. So that's where the hope is at. You know what I'm saying? Like he come back in that motherfucker like a fresh can of Nas. Like he on that, like he on your ass. Like then he get hurt again. He got to stop all that jumping up and all that shit. Then he got to get another angle with his game, man. Because that all that highlight shit, you pass that. We like to see that, and that's cool. But let's do something else. Let's show that when it's time, and not try to do it every play.
Yeah, I want to see him get a mid range.
That would help him a lot.
Get a mid range game, and
that would help him a lot.
And speaking of that, I was talking at work, and because this guy that I follow on Instagram, he talk about a lot of basketball. He from Canada, Ball Don't Stop, and a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff he talking about, it be nothing but facts. And since we kind of talking about the injuries, and he pretty much threw that out there, a lot of the injuries that we see now in the NBA, a lot of these freak injuries is pretty much because of how the game now is pretty much just run and gun. You pretty much really running, you running up and down the court the whole game. You know what I'm saying? There's no more half court basketball. The game doesn't really slow down like it used to be. It's pretty much run and gun the whole game. And so,
run and gun, and if they got a fast break and nobody in the front of them, the boy stop to shoot the three and not the layup.
And so, like for for a lot of players, especially especially big men, especially like a lot of big men, they not made for they're not built to just be running up and down the court, the whole game, And that's and eventually the game gonna have to change again and go back to that's a slower pace game. But it'll be a while before that ever happens. But that does play a big part in in a lot of the freak injuries that we see, because it's just
Nah. I mean, yeah, but nah. I don't think these dudes really prepping themselves really in the off season and really, you know what I'm saying? In practice. I don't think practice is really practice. I don't really think, you know what I'm saying? Really taking care of their bodies and stuff throughout. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you gotta look at it, man. And these dudes back in the day used to really play a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no load management and wasn't a lot of injuries. You know what I'm saying? Just to say, man. Yeah. So, like I said, man, these dudes finishing the game and then going straight to the club, hitting the shower and then going to the club. Yeah. We had after party over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, I definitely agree with what you say too. Like,
you know,
it definitely, like, a lot of that definitely plays a part too. A lot of these dudes really not, conditioning their body and training. You know what I'm saying? They really not. You know what I'm saying? There's only a few.
But listen though, but we can't say that because if you go back to them documentaries and stuff, that shit was happening in the back in the day too.
No, you're right. But them dudes was going to practice too.
Oh no, they was going to practice, but still though, they was still partying after the game.
Right.
Yeah, no, well, we ain't talking about that.
But they was still focused.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Dedicated to basketball. It wasn't a job. It wasn't. They didn't look at it like a job. Like, okay, yeah, while I'm on the court, I'm a ball out. But when I'm off the court, nigga, I'm off the court. I'm off.
Yeah, I'm with you on that because I know one off that documentary with Jordan. A lot of people didn't even work off in the off season. They were trying to get their legs back when the season, when preseason and all that shit came. He don't want to change that narrative of I'm gonna work out during the summer, and when I come in to practice, I'm gonna practice with y'all. But I don't already got my body in shape for what's going on. There's no getting the rest off or nothing.
Right.
Because Jordan, I remember that Jordan shit. Them boys drinking beer after the game, man.
But yeah.
Now I'm not looking at that boy got a whole beer after the game. I know that's not good for that body. Yeah. But that's why the ball be swinging on each other and shit. On the court, the ball full of the liquor, man. The ball fighting under the rim. The ball you know how hey listen, when you get drunk off some beer, you get drunk off some beer ball, then you don't know if you're tired. You don't know if you're tired.
Man, and
you don't know.
The MVP races, the MVP races real tight, man. Real tight. But like I was telling E earlier before you got on, I think Joel Embiid pretty much he pretty much gave up his chance of winning MVP. So
how's that?
How do you feel about that? The day before Philly was supposed to play Denver, it was said, it was reported, that Joel Embiid took a lot of shots at the Joker. And then when it's time to play against the Denver Nuggets, he didn't play in that game. So, that kind of took his chances away, from MVP because people wanted to see that matchup. Like, you got the two guys that's pretty much neck and neck for the MVP race. And you take shots at this man the day before, but then you didn't play against him the next night to prove your case for the MVP race. So,
So look, when the last time you checked it? Because Embiid number one right now.
Yeah, they probably like on a lot of stuff. He's still, they still got him at number one.
NBA. I mean, it's NBA.com. But I mean, so what do? I mean, so I guess so. I guess you can't take away nothing from Joker, just to say, because I mean his team is number one in the West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't take nothing away from him.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, I know a lot of people are gonna be mad if Jokic win it for the third straight year, but the man, you know what I'm saying? The dude is consistent, bro. Like,
nah, but the NBA not consistent though.
Mm-hmm.
Like people gonna be mad because there's a lot of times, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a LeBron fan, but it's many a times LeBron was supposed to win MVP, they didn't give it to the real player that's supposed to be MVP. Even with Kobe, we talked about this. Kobe got snubbed a couple times for MVP when Kobe was supposed to win MVP.
Yeah,
so I mean, at the end of the day, shit. Yeah, but I'm saying though, like I feel like if it's meant to be for Embiid, it's supposed to be for Embiid. Like I hate when they do that shit and they play politics with that. Give it to the person that it belongs to. We shouldn't get mad if we know the truth. If they belong to that man, we know.
So,
but if Jokic putting up, you know what I'm saying, if he consistently, you know, putting up the numbers and his team is the best in the West.
But the team record don't have nothing to do with the MVP.
Well, it is.
It always does.
I think so. I think the team record does because most valuable player, meaning you're valuable to your team, then Joel is valuable to his team.
So, and that's so I say that. So if you're the most valuable player on your team or in the league, if you take Embiid off that team, they losing 5 out of they losing a high percent of 10 games. If they play 10 games without Embiid, they not gonna win 5.
Hell yeah, yes.
So all right. So what about what about on the other end with the Nuggets? If you take the Joker off of that, out of 10 games, they're not winning 5.
It's a chance they're gonna win 5.
But they're gonna win. But I'm saying though, so
yeah. I will pick the Nuggets. I will pick the Nuggets to win more games without Joker before I pick Philly to win more games without Embiid.
Right. So also, we say it like
and also, I was gonna say on that, like I say, the Nuggets are number 1 in the conference. Philly is number 3 in their conference. So who's the most valuable player?
All right, but so if you say, all right then, so let's listen to what you just said. Most valuable player for that team. If the Nuggets win more games without their MVP candidate and the other team lose more games without the MVP candidate, that would mean Embiid is more valuable to his team to win than Joker is.
I'm not taking that away from you. But what trumps that is Joker has the number 1 team in the league.
But it's based off the value of that person on the team, right?
Right, but I like Denver. That's just me. I like Denver more than Philly. I'm not. But just because I say it doesn't mean that's what's gonna happen.
I fuck with what you're saying though. This is
the thing for Jokic though. This is the thing for Jokic. Jokic pretty much leads his team in every category: points, rebounds. Well.
But none of that don't matter if their team winning without him. Then none of that means nothing. If when you take them off that team, they can still win more games. Then that does not matter.
What you're saying? You're saying that though. But Embiid missed more games, so we can't say if he missed more games. I understand what you're saying, but in real life, Embiid missed more games than Joker, so we can't really say that. We don't really know.
And that's one of the things that we talked about that, and that's one of the things the NBA is going to change. You have to play.
What you drinking, Bob?
Nigga, that's a pickle joke, but that's just I use it as my brand.
Look, it was turned the other way. I thought that was that lemonade. I thought that
lemonade on that dog.
And so, and you know, the amount of games that Embiid missed this year might play it probably will play a big part, and that's what the NBA is changing.
Yeah.
If you miss a certain amount of games, you won't be eligible for, big awards. And he's missed a lot of games.
They're changing that not this season, in the future, is what, right?
Next season, huh?
They change it. They're gonna change that for next season.
Well, none of that should matter this year. So we can throw that out of there.
Listen,
what I'm saying is,
watching
that was supposed to be a big matchup. You know what I'm saying, for the MVP race. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look, it is. And don't get me wrong, bro. I'm looking at these people. Like, first of all, like Luka. Honestly, I don't know. I think you could take Luka out of there. Like, Luka's great. He's a good player. Yeah. But MVP, we told you.
He out of there.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like, you
out of there.
I don't know, But I mean, yeah, man. Even okay, I said Jason Tatum should have been up there more than Embiid.
And then you still got to watch out for Giannis because Giannis creeping up in there too.
Well, they got Giannis number 3. They got Giannis 3.
Nah, I would not be mad. Giannis, man. I don't know, bro. That MVP shit. I would. Do they have all of the qualifications public, or that's just some shit that nobody know, and that's why we always guessing on what they've made or how you made the MVP? Like, is that or the qualification secret?
That's what I was saying. What there is we don't know it's the NBA. Whatever the NBA.
Like, what the fuck? Because at the end of the day, you ask me shit. Giannis got just as much as a chance as Embiid.
Oh yeah, Giannis still have a big chance too.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Giannis should be in front of Embiid because Giannis got the number 1 team in the conference.
Right, and he played more games, right?
And he played more games.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We don't even know the fucking qualifications.
It should be Joker and Giannis, top 1 and 2.
For the regular season MVP, all the things that really pretty much play a part, but the team record does play a part. Like we've always known that, like that does play a part. The scoring, your field goal percentages, like, pretty much, all the basic stuff,
So look,
does play a part. And the impact on the team, all that pretty much plays a part, And like I say, Jokic pretty much leads Denver in, the main, pretty much the main 3 categories, points, rebounds, assists. And I forgot field goal percentage. His field goal percentage is good, so.
Right. So, okay. The award is decided by a panel of sports writers and broadcasters throughout the United States and Canada. Each member of the voting panel cast a vote from first to 5th place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they picked. So whoever get the most first place picks, that's who wins. So me, you, and Cole on there, and you know what I'm saying? Let's just say the panel is 5, and us 3, we pick Giannis. Giannis gonna win.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So it's really no qualifications. It's real people that's there, that's voting. Just like it was if it was us, you know what I'm saying? So we can't.
They do look at, you know what I'm saying, everything.
Well, yeah, of course. They're doing like we doing. They look at it, but they're basically doing like we doing. They go up there and they pick who they like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's basically how, you look at the stats and then you vote.
Yeah, but so the stat, like everything plays a part. Like stats is the team record.
Yeah.
All that,
man, listen, the NBA make too much money to be voting like that. They shouldn't be voting by person no more. That shit should be generated by a fucking system.
Nah, man. That's the easiest way. That's the easiest way, man. That shit gonna have.
They should put.
Man, computers have malfunctions.
All right, but that's why you got somebody to check.
Man, I like it like this.
Hey, listen, I like it like this. Listen. Everybody that pick and vote on those people drove a car over there, huh? So they put their trust. They put their trust in the car, some type of automobile, or a cab, or Uber, a train. Listen, you take that fucking all the qualifications, and you put those boys, pin the boys' numbers in there, and the machine gonna tell you based off of the algorithm. This shit here shows Giannis won.
Man, what you think this is, man?
Fuck. They did it in Space Jam 2 and shit worked out good.
Man, what you think? Yeah, man.
Fuck.
Nah, but like
But that shit whack. That shit whack. Man, them people in there, them boys in there picking who they like. And man, that shit not never. That's why Kobe ain't win his extra MVP.
That's why
LeBron
ain't never win.
That's why LeBron. And then they got they got some people. No, they got some people besides them that's supposed to win. All them other years, Jordan probably would have got more. Allen Iverson probably would have got more. Shaq probably would have got more. They don't want to see the same person winning, but they're about to give this to somebody for the third straight year. Come on, man. Really? That's what we're really doing. At this case, they might as well give rings to the fucking. Do you see they about to give rings to everybody? So second and third place should get fucking MVP candidate rings since they want to just give rings out now. Yeah, rings for everything that you don't win. If you don't win the championship, look, you got a runners-up ring. Everybody getting rings now. That's how they get it now. Everybody getting rings. Would y'all like that too, though? That's what I'm saying, though. If you don't win the MVP, you get a runner-up MVP ring. Nah.
No.
Nah. You saying no to that, but you want a motherfucking conference ring. Nobody want that shit.
That's still a championship.
Yeah, man. I went to the conference. We ain't win the big game, but I got 5 conference rings, baby. I could do I got 5 like Kobe. Me and Kobe got the same amount of rings. Get the fuck out of here with them fucking bubblegum wrapper rings.
That's different though. We didn't been through that. A conference championship is still a championship.
Yeah, whatever. Them boys gonna laugh at them boys. The boy going to barbershop with their ugly ass ring. Them boys gonna get on the boy ass. They ain't gonna be able to get their tape of fade in peace. Boy, wear that ugly shit to the barbershop. If they go into a real barbershop with that ring on, then people gonna get on the boy ass in that barbershop. You know this. They ain't gonna be able to sit down in peace with that old shit. Let me see that second place ring. I'm gonna say, hey, MB, come see MB. Let me see that second place ring. That man gonna go cry in a car. Hey man, they don't give him his fucking ass.
When they gonna see all them diamonds in that ring, they ain't gonna be saying
man, that shit though, man. Them diamonds, the fucking second ring. They probably gonna have them high grade diamonds. Hey, listen, if we're gonna do second place, it can't be the top diamond. It gotta be second grade. Gotta have clouds in it. It gotta have the clouds. Yeah, it gotta be the clouds. You gotta have clouds in that bitch.
But the conference championship don't mean second place. You won your conference.
Until you lose.
You won your conference.
And then when you lose, you will lose the next game.
So you play
when you lose, listen, in second, if you don't get 2 rings in 1 year, you're second place.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the conference.
No, listen, true or false. I don't give a fuck about you. You only first place until y'all get to the final. Once the final start, if you don't get another ring, you're second place, my boy. That's a second ring trophy.
Now that part, yeah. But what I'm saying is when you playing in the conference championships,
you won your champion. You won your conference. Yeah, I heard that. And then you're second place if you don't win.
So
you're second place, my boy. You can't run from it. If you don't get 2 rings in 1 year, you're second place. I don't give a fuck what that shit say over there. How many how many people remember the runners up? Y'all remember all the runners up?
Niggas say, I am number 1. 2 is not a winner. 3 nobody remember.
And then nobody did. You definitely don't remember number 3. But if we was to go back and name all the championships from the last 10 years, I can't tell you who they played. I just remember who won. I'd have to look it up and go down the list. I can't go down, they played them, they beat them, and they beat them to beat them. You're not going to remember them all. The bottom is a non-factor. And the only people that will remember that was important was like an Iverson that didn't get one at all because he was so cold you can't believe you don't have one. But everybody else, you don't remember them, boys. Nobody ain't going to remember them phony-ass rings, man. You're second place. Go back all season and work hard to try to get back up here, boy. Second place. Well, grandma gives that second place shit.
Nah, man, that's the only one I can agree with is the conference championship. Everything else, no.
That shit whack. That's what that is. It sounds nice until It sounds nice until the motherfuckers all on the TV flashing the motherfuckers. They done lost 4 years in a row. Then they got the rings, and nobody want to see that. I hope they don't make them boys take no picture with the rings out like they just won the World Cup or some shit. That's gonna piss me off because you're gonna be like, you know how LeBron look at wrestling? He was like, yeah, listen, win, lose, or draw, just go out there and have fun. And everybody looking like, what the fuck is you talking about? We trying to win. That's how I take that ring. Like, you gonna be like, man, listen, we didn't win the big game, but we won the conference championship. We got ours a ring, baby. Let's go celebrate. Boy, you don't get your fucking duck ass out my face. I'm going home, boy. We lost.
Oh,
no more, man.
So we got the final four. Final four on the women's side and the men's side. You got the women's side, the games tomorrow. Iowa, South Carolina, LSU, Virginia Tech. What y'all think of these matchups for tomorrow night?
Me, I got South Carolina and LSU.
Honestly, man, I ain't even really been watching like that. But of course, man, I don't know the butter people. I'm going with that shooter, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to the Queen Mama, Vanessa, for giving the LSU girls basketball team all them Grinches.
That was dope.
She gave them the Grinch. That was fire right there.
So you got, those two games are gonna be some good games tomorrow night, man. Because of course, South Carolina is the outright favorites. They're outright favorites to win it all.
I mean, right, and they played already.
They're gonna have some trouble with Iowa tomorrow night, though, bro, because old girl.
Oh yeah,
Caitlin Clark is a bucket.
Yes, a walking bucket at that.
That girl can shoot from anywhere on the court.
She has no designated hotspot.
None.
If she got the ball in the area and she in the air, it's too late.
Yeah, she shoot from like Steph. She shoot anywhere on the court. Anywhere on the court.
And number net.
Bro, that girl had the first 40-point triple-double in the March, in the NCAA tournament on either side, men or women.
Yeah, I can't say this though. The women are shooters. Like they shoot like, because you gotta think most of the women can't dunk, so all their game is based off of shooting.
Yeah. So
them motherfuckers, hey, listen, they shoot. Like they would shoot. They shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. And LSU Virginia Tech game, that's gonna be a good game. Virginia Tech is undefeated. They got the second longest active streak right now with like 50 something straight games. But like Baker, I kind of want to, I'm leaning towards the rematch, South Carolina and LSU for the national championship.
Yeah. I think when LSU play them again, I think LSU could beat them. I think LSU can beat them. It's going to come down to the coaching. It's going to come down to the coaching.
And this is the thing, for me with LSU and South Carolina, I feel, and I'm like you too, I feel LSU can beat South Carolina. But this is the thing. Unlike the first game, LSU can't let just to say, if these two teams meet up, LSU can't let South Carolina get up. They can't let South Carolina get a big lead, to start the game. And that's what they did, when they played in the regular season. South Carolina was up 18-2. You can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. But like I said, man, there's gonna be some good games tomorrow night. I'm hoping, to see the rematch, a SEC rematch for the national championship. But shout out to all four teams though, man. Like we said, man, these girls, man, they balling. They're balling, man. And then on the men's side, You got San Diego State versus Florida Atlantic. Pretty much, Florida Atlantic is like they pretty much got the Cinderella story going on right now. And then you got Miami versus UConn.
I want Miami. I want to see Miami come through. I'm talking about come through for the whole thing. I want them to win it all. That's what I'm running with that Miami team.
Them Hurricanes. Yeah.
Yeah, I need that. I think their celebration gonna be a little bit different when they go back to Miami when they win it all. So I want the Hurricanes to win it all.
I don't think they ever won I don't think they ever won a basketball national championship.
No, and that's why I'm rooting for them, because that's kind of rare. Like, you hear the Hurricanes, you think football automatically, you know. So I definitely want that for them, because that's gonna be sick. That's dope. That'll be dope. I want them Hurricanes to win though.
Yeah. What you think of those matchups, Steve?
Honestly, like I said, man, I haven't really been tuned in.
Tuned
into men's basketball. Honestly, just for no college basketball this season, dog.
Yeah.
But like you said, I did catch wind of the Florida Atlantic team, that is.
Yeah.
I did catch one of them, you know, and like being the underdogs and the Cinderella story. And how you were saying earlier about Brian and them, like how you don't have to score 25 points to win. You know what I'm saying? And they top player in the other game had, I think, same thing, maybe like 15 some points, maybe it's 20, it was under 20, you know what I'm saying? And they won, you know what I'm saying? Just by, you know, getting the ball around, man. So definitely,
yeah.
Man, if I'm gonna go with somebody, just because I heard about them and here, I want to see them win, man.
You know? Yeah.
Hey, and you know, just to say, you know, that would be good. You know, that would be a good thing, you know, for the state of Florida. You know, if both Florida teams, you know, could win and play against each other for the national championship.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that would be big. That would be big for Florida. But you know, like Bigger said, man, if you know, let's say Miami pull it all the way through, you know, that's gonna be a different kind of celebration right there.
Yeah, man, that's a different type of celebration right there. The boys gonna be out there with the wicks, the gold teeth, the dunks. The boys gonna celebrate. I'm be looking on TV. ESPN gonna be looking like, what is this? Yeah, that's a 79. No, look, that's a 72 Impala on 30. It's a slant back.
That MIA man, they gonna cut up different. They're gonna cut up different than that yayo. Different, man. And, last thing before we got the fight coming up, man. April 22nd. The fight.
You already know how I feel about that.
Is here. Is here.
Hey, you heard about? Is that true? Did y'all see that Floyd told Tank that he couldn't use his gym no more?
I heard about that.
Is that real? Or that was a fake post, or what? That
I don't know. I don't know.
If Floyd going off like that, man, that's some bullshit right there. Hey, Floyd, if he doing some shit like that, he tripping, man. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, like that's too petty right there. Like the fight getting done without like he winning. Like you supposed to be like, nah, man, it ain't.
Hey, but you know, look, bro, we don't know what them dudes, you know, been dealing, you know, going at each other with, you know, behind the scene, you know. We already know Tank been trying to get away. So, you know, it's a lot behind the scenes that, you know, we don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
So, and but yeah, man, fight is coming up. Can't wait. Definitely watching that one. We definitely, you know, like we said, we gotta find somewhere to watch that fight. That's gonna be a fight. Also got another good fight that's gonna be coming up soon. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. That's gonna be a good fight too. You know, that's gonna be a good fight. Another thing, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed this fight is not gonna happen. You know, he's supposed to be the champ, but he kind of showing his true colors. You know, Tyson Fury, you know.
What he did?
Usyk, okay. So Usyk, Usyk basically agreed to everything Tyson Fury asked. Like his team agreed to everything Tyson Fury was asking for. But Tyson Fury keeps coming up with other things to like he keep coming up with all kind of other stuff, for Usyk to agree on. And it's pretty much like he don't want to fight Usyk. So this fight is not happening. Like the talks done stalled. Like the talks are no more. Like he's not fighting
Man,
Usyk.
so that man, I'm telling you now. Isn't this fight based off of if how does it work? I'm trying to get my boy back in the ring with him. That's all I'm trying to do.
Who?
So Wilder.
Oh my God.
I want my boy back in there. So what I gotta do to get my boy back with him? Because what we gotta do to get my boy back?
Man, till this day. Till this day.
What I gotta do, man?
Till this day, he didn't get his revenge back against that white boy, man. Till this day.
We need that. I need one more and then I'm done. I need one more.
Damn, how many times you want to fight him?
Need that fourth.
That'd be four. That's it. I just need that fourth one.
Come on, man.
I need that fourth one.
Man, I
need that fourth one.
I feel like I will feel like the white boy too, man. I didn't beat you 3 times, 2 times.
No, fuck that. I need it all.
Oh man, but that's it for us, man. That's it for us, man. Get them shout outs rolling.
Y'all already know, man. Our holiday coming up. You know, if you know, you know. So we got a big drop coming in April. You know, April 20th, Above the Earth. We got new drops, so y'all be on the lookout for that exclusively. You only can get it at this drop. We're gonna drop the location. It's gonna be a pop-up shop. Y'all be there. Come get it. I don't want to hear, oh man, I want this. Pull up on me and come get it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in Louisiana. We're gonna drop the date soon, so stay tuned. Also, man, shout out Dignify Administration. I hear they got an event coming up in May in LA, so they taking the show on the road. So y'all follow them, hit them up on Instagram and stay tapped in. I got a comedy show, man. We got the Top Shelf, you know what I'm saying? Music and Comedy Jam, April 21st in Lafayette. Tickets on sale. It's a show you don't want to miss. You never know who's gonna pop up. You never know. So just pull up, man. It's gonna be a wonderful show, a wonderful night, man. April 21st, Lafayette, Louisiana, at Cafe Coachella. Cafe Coachella, man. Pull up on us. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Shout out to Trinity Treats, bringing y'all all the treats, delicious treats in the world. Follow baby girl, Trinity Treats, Trinity_treats with a Z on Instagram. Shout out to CB3. Basketball phenom, season is ended, but it's still going. Got a couple of tournaments and some pickup games. That's coming up real soon. I dropped the dates on my Facebook for whoever wanted to roll through. I'm just waiting on the days for that to come through. But follow my ball on Instagram, the real CB3 all together. Dollars Lemonade. They did an event. They got some new drinks, some new setups. If y'all looking for somebody to cater for y'all with a drink at your event, y'all go on Facebook and y'all holler at Dollars Lemonade with an I-E. No, I'm sorry, Dollars Lemonade. Spell it how you spell it. But Dollars Lemonade. You go on there, Facebook, and they're going to have all the information that you need to get to so that you can have those drinks and everything on your event, your special day, whatever the case may be, child's birthday, wedding planning, like anything. So you holler at Dollars Lemonade. Shout out to Zemonade for your exotic lemonade. They got an Instagram. You go on Zemonade's page. They got all the information how you can get their drink. Shout out to Macho Trucking. And last but not least, shout out to Too Much Cycling, bringing you the best bikes in the world. Light up the city coming soon. That's all I got.
Say, man, not wait before Cole get into his, man. Look, when I come down, man, I need my fix, man. So tell Doc, look, I need it. I'm down for a whole week. So I need a whole week. I need a whole week supply. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I'm gonna pull up on him. Real talk.
I got you.
That might go good with that Hennessy.
Yeah, man, I need.
Hey, but I'm telling you that shark water. I'm telling you that shark water. That's my one right there. That shark water.
I need that, man. I need that.
Yeah. And as always, big shout out to the whole FOH brand. Big ups. Congrats. FOH Film Productions. The movie will be dropping soon. They just had the premiere in the ATL. My ex is my next. Be on the lookout. It's coming soon on Tubi. And every other streaming, network soon, man. Y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, stream us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and also, shout out Southern T, the awards coming up. Our boy Eazyana gonna be on that red carpet.
Pull up in your Sunday's best.
Yeah. He's gonna be on that red carpet, getting his hosting on, so yeah, man, everybody, man, y'all be dressed, man. Show off, show off y'all fashion style, I'm gonna be out there, I'm saying I'm not, too fancy, but I'm gonna be out there,
I'm saying, what's up? We're gonna see you on the red carpet. What's up? Compared to the red carpet, man.
I might step on, I might step on the red carpet, man. I might step on the red carpet, bro. Make it a little appearance, on the red carpet, So shout out to Southern T, man.
Glide through on the red carpet. Yeah, red carpet is definitely a must. You tripping?
But yo, it's your boy Benoit. Yo.
Baker, Conflict of Sports.
Said the boot disease.